everyone, Josie here, Life at 50 and Beyond. Thanks for joining me here on my channel. Today I have a Dollar Tree fall decor DIY for you all, and it's in a farmhouse style. And today's video is also in collaboration with my YouTube gal pal, Elaine Petrakis. If you are familiar with her and her channel, she does a lot of great DIYs and mostly are very budget friendly, and she does farmhouse as well as glam projects on her channel. Sometimes she does it in one video and sometimes she does it, separately. But I have invited her to do this collab with me before I took a little break. Finally, we're able to do this collaboration. She's really a very wonderful person, and if you have subscribed to her channel, you would know how funny she could be in her videos and love her personality. With this collaboration, I'm going to be doing the farmhouse version of a centerpiece. It's like a home decor that you can use anywhere in the house. So mine would be the farmhouse version, and she will do, I believe, the glam version. If you haven't subscribed to her channel yet, please do so. I'll be linking in the description box below her video, the link to her video and her channel, so that you can do so. So anyway, for today, I'm going to be using these items here that you see. This one, of course, is just a container or a tray that I got. Instead of throwing it away, I'm going to use that to mix my paint. But I'll be using 3 of these foam pumpkins that they sell at Dollar Tree. I'm going to be showing you how I'm going to be revamping them. My materials will be from Dollar Tree except for the paint and just paint over my pumpkin. I will be covering this with other types of materials. The reason why I'm painting it is so that I can tone down the orange, because with the materials I'm going to be using, the orange will probably show through. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and paint this, and I think you don't need to watch me finish this while I paint, and I can just fast forward here and then show you the next step, because this will need a little bit of drying time as well. So I'm going to be painting all of them with the same chalk paint. Okay, as you could see, I only have a little bit of coat that I put on this too, but most especially the first one that I'm going to be making, I'm going to be applying or putting crumpled brown paper on top of this. So what I'm going to do is use this. I have a lot, as you can see, I still have a lot more behind me. I'm going to be using this Kraft paper and then cover it. So I just want to make sure that I have only brown, no paint on them. Let's see if that's going to work. Okay, so I have this Mod Podge here. So what it's going to do is decoupage it, and Mod Podge dries clear, and it also sticks to the material. So I'm just going to do that. I like it more with crumple. Okay, so if you're going to do this, you can skip the painting, because brown is dark enough, and so that's why I didn't even paint it anymore. Okay, so I'll get some more materials, and those without paint, and I'm going to be covering with Kraft paper. After letting it dry for about 30 minutes, I'm now ready to decorate it as is. So I'm going to be using some dowel rods, the wooden dowel rods that I got at Dollar Tree that I'm gonna cut in half. And I'm just using my Dollar Tree scissors to cut this in half, by the way. So I'm going to be using 3 sticks or dowel rod, and then I am going to be gluing them together to make a stem. So I'm going to go ahead and hot glue these 6 pieces together. Using my apple barrel acrylic paint in nutmeg brown, I am going to be painting my stem. I went ahead and punctured a hole at the center. I was just using my pencil here and kind of puncturing the hole and making it a little bigger because I am going to be inserting my stem and it's a little big, and I just want to make sure that it will fit. So after drying the paint, I went ahead and stuck it into the center of that hole that I just created. And then after inserting the stem, I am going to go ahead and use some faux leaves that I removed from a floral that I got from Dollar Tree, and I stuck them on each side of the stem. And then I'm adding some twines at the center, just tying a knot so that it will give it a little bit more of a finished look. For the second pumpkin, I am going to be covering it with mop strings that I have left over from previous projects. If you have been following me here in my channel, you know that I have been using mop strings that I have left over from my organizer projects. What I'm doing here is I just use 2 strings at a time, and I'm only hot gluing the upper end portion of the string and then the other end that will meet on the other side. So I'm going to be doing another fast motion here, otherwise this video is going to be super duper long. Trim the excess, and then I'm going to be creating another stem. What I've decided to do is use the bottom part of this hop bush that I got at Dollar Tree. You know that portion where there's a thick part where everything connects to? So what I'm doing is just trimming or removing all the thinner branches or stems and then leaving the thick portion of this bush, which I will then cover that wire or that bottom part with a nautical rope, which I'm going to be making as my pumpkin stem. If you notice, I left a little bit of that wired stem and exposed so that I can use that to insert at the center of my pumpkin. I'm just using the pencil to kind of poke a hole there and make it a little bit wider, and then I'm applying hot glue to that exposed portion and then inserting it at the center top of my pumpkin. Now I didn't want it to look straight, I wanted to taper at the end, so I'm going to be putting a bend, but if you want to keep it straight, that's fine too. But like I said, I kind of want to make it a little bit bent, so I'm just using my scissors, you know, the tip of the scissors, or just pushing it with my hand because that's wire, so it shouldn't break, it will bend. So I'm just kind of training it to bend a little bit to one side, like so. Just like with the first pumpkin, I'll be using faux leaves or the silk leaves that I am removing from the stem, and then I'm just going to be hot gluing it here. This time I didn't split it in half, I just applied glue and then put it at the base of the stem where it kind of bends a little bit downwards. I'm just hot gluing this piece of floral at the center to finish the second pumpkin. I really love how this turned out. I've been thinking about this for my mop strings and I've finally done it. For my third and last pumpkin, I'm going to be using this nautical or jute rope that they sell at Dollar Tree. I'll be removing the tape at the tip so that it will not show. Now this time I am not covering the whole pumpkin with the nautical rope because I am just going to make it look like I have like 8 lines. First, I am going to be hot gluing it here at the center. I am just going to be using just single strands in different areas, probably in 8 areas. But first, as you could see here, there is a center portion because I think when they molded this, they just put 2 together, the 2 styrofoam, and so that's why there's that line there that connects the 2 pieces to make a full pumpkin. So I am going to be camouflaging that or covering that with my nautical rope. And then I'm going to go ahead and then go around it. I'm just using hot glue in certain areas, not the whole strip. Just adding hot glue in the places where I think they should be to reinforce my connection. And then here I am just going to be trimming it to size. Of the 3 pumpkin revamps, this is the simplest one. You do need to paint your pumpkin probably 2 to 3 coats because if you are not covering the whole thing with rope, then the orange color will show through. I'm just going to use a total of 4 equal lengths of ropes, and then so that to make it look like I have 8 ridges there of nautical rope. This pumpkin project actually is good for a coastal fall decor or nautical look. So this is how it should look like. I'm just making sure that I have even spaces So here I'm just going to be cutting again my dowels. I'm going to be using some dowels here. This time I'm going to be using 2 only and cutting them in half. So I'm going to be hot gluing 4 halves to make my stem. But I'm not going to paint it. I am going to just wrap it with the twines that I got at Dollar Tree for a more rustic look. So I'm really liking the way it looks like now. Love that it is just simple. Again, this is good for your coastal theme fall decor. Now I'm going to be adding some burlap, and this is scrap or leftover from a previous project that I am going to be using. So I'm just going to be cutting or trimming the ends. So I'm just going to trim 2 pieces to create leaves. Cutting this or trimming it to size, kind of trimming the edges. It doesn't have to be a perfect shape of a leaf. Folding it in half. So it's kind of like cutting a little bit of a leaf shape and then attaching it there with hot glue. And then I'm going to be cutting also a second piece. I am going to be using the raffia to tie it at the center. I am just going to tie it simply. Probably a simple bow will do. And then after I tie it, that's when I will be connecting the 2 leaves on each end. And this is the end product. I really like it a lot. And I think this is my favorite of all 3. Now let me create the basket that I will use to kind of prop up my pumpkin patch. Okay, for the tray, I'm going to be using this shallow rectangular basket tray that they sell at Dollar Tree. And actually for fall, this color is just perfect. But I want to dry brush white on it, just so I could tone down the look. So I'm just kind of removing some excess paint and then just painting it all over, leaving some of the spaces or the browns to show, painting the slats or those weaved portion there, and including the handle as well as the top. I will be painting as well. And the only part that I'm not going to paint will be the bottom part of the basket, you know, that one that will not show. But even the inside, I will be painting. So to decorate my basket, I am going to be using this sign, this wooden sign that I got at Dollar Tree last year. I think this is also available this year. I am just going to cut that portion where it says pumpkin patch. I am going to be hot gluing it on the side of the front of my basket. So I'm just going to be using a ruler and my box cutter or X-Acto knife, and then cut it, you know, by repeatedly scoring it until it's gonna snap and detach from the others. So I'm gonna go ahead and hot glue the pumpkin patch sign. And then I'm going to go ahead and hot glue it here, just making sure that I put it centered, and then voila. And then all that's left to do is to decorate my tray basket. And here it is, my very own pumpkin patch centerpiece, and I am loving it. I love all 3 of them, but my favorite actually is the last one, to be honest. I added these 2 pumpkins, the smaller pumpkins that I bought at Dollar Tree as well, and then I put some greenery that I got at Daiso for $1.50 each. And this one here at the center is from Dollar Tree. I love that a lot. But you can find those other greenery that I mentioned that I purchased at Daiso from Walmart or something similar that you may be able to use from the Dollar Tree as well. So let me know in the comment section down below which one of the 3 pumpkins your favorite. And here's another setup using the 2-tier trays that I created a while back also. This time I added the LED candles from Dollar Tree, a medium-sized one on the top, and then the 2 smaller ones at the bottom. Here I also added this. I didn't even glue that. I just propped it up in the front, the gather sign. And I hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please share to anyone who may be looking for some inexpensive and budget-friendly home decor for fall. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. And don't forget to click that notification bell icon so that you will not miss any of my new uploads. I want to say thanks again to my friend Elaine Petrakis for doing this collaboration with me. And please head out to her channel to watch her video and also subscribe to her channel. I do appreciate you all. Please leave me a comment down below and I'll talk to you again on my next video. Take care, everyone. God bless. Bye-bye.